Rahim. Assalamualaikum girls, hope all of you are fine. Welcome to the science class. This is your first lecture of first term syllabus, that is sources of food. First of all, we're going to discuss what is food. Food is the source of energy and is thus required by all living organisms to survive. Animals, human beings, plants, and microorganisms like bacteria all need food to survive and carry out their activities. So, in this way, we can say that food is very essential. There are two main sources of food, plants and animals. All of the food we eat comes from either of these two. But each living thing has a different way of driving nutrients. Some living organisms make their own food. They are known as producers. Examples of producers are grass, flowers, algae, moss, tree, cacti. Some living things derive nutrition from others. They are known as consumers. Now, what's the difference between producers and consumers? Organisms that make their own food using sunlight are producers, whereas organisms that eat producers or other consumers are known as consumers. Decomposers. Some living things derive nutrients from dead and decaying matter. They are known as decomposers or sporophytes. Worm, mushroom, insects, bacteria, these are all the examples of decomposers. Some plants or animals live on or inside other plants or animals in order to get food, like worms, fleas, tick, flea. All these are examples of parasites. Now, we're going to discuss producer, consumers, and decomposers in detail one by one. Producers. Producers get their food and energy from the sun. Plants make food with carbon dioxide and water in the presence of chlorophyll using solar energy. The process is called photosynthesis. Consumers. A living thing that gets its energy by eating producers or other living things are known as consumers. Consumers cannot use sun energy directly like producers. Instead, they must eat producers or other animals to obtain energy. There are different kinds of consumers: herbivores, carnivores, omnivores, and scavengers. Herbivores only eat plants. Carnivores only eat animals. Omnivores eat both plants and animals, whereas scavengers eat dead bodies or dead organisms. Now we're going to discuss the kinds of consumers in detail. The first one is herbivores. Herbivores are animals that only eat plants. They have white flat teeth for grazing on grass or beaks to open nuts. Herbivores have well-developed molars and premolars for grinding or chewing plants. Some herbivores have many molars, while some herbivores, like the white-tailed deer, have tall molars with flat upper surface for chewing. Some herbivores, like cows, store semi-digested food in a portion of their stomach and bring it back to the mouth for a second chewing. Carnivores. An animal that only eats other animals are known as carnivores. For example, dogs, cats, spiders, and birds are carnivores. Carnivores have sharp and pointed teeth to tear flesh. Their canines and incisors are very developed. Carnivores need canines to kill and tear meat. Some birds have clawed, pointed toes, and sharp pointed beaks to grab and stab the flesh of their prey. Omnivores are the animals able to eat plants and animals. We human beings, for example, are omnivores. Omnivores survive well in many environments because they eat both plants and animals. Now, what's the difference between herbivores, omnivore, and carnivore? Herbivore only eat plants. Omnivore, like we eat both plants and animals, mean both plants and meat. And carnivore only eat meat. Decomposers. Now, decomposers are organisms that break down dead or decaying organisms. And in that process, they release nutrients and mineral salts back into the soil, which are used by the plants. Fungi, bacteria, worms are example of decomposers. Now, this is your homework. What you have to do is that on your page number 5, you have given now you know. You have to do question number 2, define an omnivore, give example. Question number 3, give the characteristic feature of a carnivore. And question number 4, fill in the blanks. And you have to read your chapter from the first page till page number 5, Decomposers. Take care of yourself. Allah Hafiz.